dial. Emirate radio, to the vibe. Now the sound radio, 98.5. The voice of the people with they come alive. Your story, your sound, your melody. Open door. Culture, music, news and more. Open mic, we open door. If not your voice, we go amplify. Emirate radio, make you testify. Emirate radio, make you testify. On Emirate radio, 98.5. The voice of the people we they come alive. Your story, your sound, your melody. Emirate radio, 98.5. The voice of the people we they come alive. Your story, your sound, your melody. Emirate radio, 98.5. The voice of the people. Dundee on the beat.
I love Emirate.
Emirate 98.5 FM.
98.5 FM, Ilorin.
Security starts with you. Lock your
It's midday. This is Emirate Radio 98.5 FM. This is the Global Hour with Omotolani. Here are the highlights. Kwara government warns farmers to follow 2026 rainfall predictions. US sanctions 8 Nigerians for links to Boko Haram and ISIL. Super Eagles scheduled to clash with Jordan as World Cup preparations continue. The news in details. The Kwara state government has urged farmers across the 16 local government areas of the state to strictly follow projected rainfall onset dates to prevent crop losses during the 2026 farming season. This was contained in a statement released by the press secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Ashaolu Omotola. The Commission for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Afis Abolore Alabi, gave the advice while briefing farmers on the 2026 seasonal climate prediction released by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency. According to him, rainfall will begin in a staggered pattern across the state from May 8, 2026 in Ekiti, Ofa, Ukiero, Onyu, and Irekwadon local government areas, and end with Kayama on May 25. The rainy season is projected to end between October 17 and October 27, 2026, depending on the local government area. He added that the little dry season is expected between July 26 and 30, with above average temperatures throughout the season. The commissioner advised farmers to adopt early maturing and drought-tolerant crop varieties, practice staggered planting, conserve soil moisture, and consult agricultural extension officers regularly. In another bit, the United States Treasury has frozen the assets and properties of 8 Nigerians accused of links to Boko Haram and ISIL. The sanctions were detailed in a 3,000-page document released on February 10 by the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, and posted today by a U.S. correspondent. The list also includes individuals sanctioned for cybercrime and other security threats. The move follows U.S. congressional recommendations for visa bans and asset freezes on persons and groups accused of violating religious freedom and persecuting Christians in Nigeria. Lawmakers suggested similar actions against former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwakwanso, the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, and Miyetti Allah Cattle Ore. OFAC's specially designated nationals and blocked persons list identify individuals and entities whose property and interests are blocked under U.S. law. The sanctions issued under Executive Order 13224 prohibit U.S. persons from engaging in transactions with them. Boko Haram was designated a foreign terrorist organization by the U.S. in 2013 and has carried out numerous attacks across northern Nigeria and the Lake Chad Basin, killing thousands since 2009. The designation underscores the U.S. government's focus on countering terrorism, financing, cyber threats, and violations of religious freedom. Nigeria was added to the U.S. countries for particular concern list in October 2025 for persecuting Christians, a status first assigned under former President Donald Trump in 2020 and briefly removed under President Biden. Moving on, the Nigerian Air Force today has announced that one of its senior officers, Group Captain A.O. Akinli, had clinched double honors at the West African College of Surgeons Scientific Conference held in Accra, Ghana, from February 8 to 12, 2026, describing the feat as further evidence of his growing professional excellence. Akinli, a specialist in oral and maxillofacial surgery trained with nerve support, earned the recognitions following his exceptional performance in the 2025 fellowship examinations, winning both the Professor Olayinka Utuyemi Prize for Best Dissertation Candidate at first attempt and the Prof. Emmanuel Oladapo Adekeye Prize for Best Dissertation in his field. The Air Force said the achievement aligns with the leadership philosophy of the Chief of the Air Staff, Sunday Kelvin Aneke, which prioritizes continuous learning, competence, and mission-focused professionalism, adding that the honors highlight its sustained investment in advanced training and its contribution. The Emirate Global Hour is coming to you from Emirate Radio Ilorin. Welcome back. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has urged African countries to become the main beneficiaries of the continent's critical mineral resources. He said the long-standing era of exploitation and unequal value chains must come to an end. Guterres called for fair and sustainable industrial policies that allow African nations to fully harness the economic value of minerals such as lithium, cobalt, and rare earth. These minerals are vital for clean energy and modern manufacturing. In a post shared on X, the UN chief emphasized that African countries must benefit first and fully from their resources. He highlighted the importance of local processing, manufacturing, and value addition. He described the push for fairer mineral systems as an economic necessity. He also said it is a matter of justice for the continent. The United Nations Secretary General warned that global competition for these minerals is intensifying. He said Africa should not be left out of the benefits of the green energy transition. From the sport room, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are scheduled to play an internationally friendly against Jordan in Amman this March. The match will form part of Jordan's preparations ahead of their maiden appearance at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Nigeria's participation, however, remains subject to FIFA's ruling on the country's ongoing eligibility protests against the Democratic Republic of Congo. In addition to the Jordan fixture, the Nigerian Football Federation is in talks with Iran to arrange another friendly in March. Jordan, coached by Jamal Salami, has been drawn into challenging World Cup group alongside defending champions Argentina, Algeria, and Austria. To end the Emirate Global News, here again are the highlights. Kwara government warns farmers to follow 2026 rainfall predictions. US sanctions 8 Nigerians for links to Boko Haram and ISIL. Super Eagles scheduled to clash with Jordan as World Cup preparations continue. The Emirate Global News was compiled and edited by Taufiko Bello and brought to you by Omotolani. For updates and interactions, follow us on all our social media platforms at Emirate Radio 98.5 FM or visit us on our website at www.emirateradio.ng. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.